Good morning, Neil Sedaka. On this mini concert, I thought I would show you how I write songs. I started at 13 years old. That blank piece of paper scares the hell out of me. So what are my inspirations tune-wise? I usually listen to other creative people, either a chord, a feel, a tempo, a nuance. I want to demonstrate to you how I wrote Laughter in the Rain. As you know, Elton John and I are good friends, and we always have this mutual admiration society, and I think he's one of the great geniuses. He had a song called Yellow Brick Road, and there was one chord that I refer to as the drop-dead chord. Every song should have a drop-dead chord where it raises the emotion and the spirit, and you get those chills down the spine. So I listened to Yellow Brick Road, and in the middle was this chord. The future lies beyond the yellow brick road. There it is. Beautiful. If you're in the key of F major, you go to a B flat minor chord for the chorus into A flat. And I said, oh my God, that haunted me. I said, I have to write a song with that one drop dead chord. And I was upstate New York, and I wanted a pentatonic melody, all on the black notes. The open spaces, the Grand Canyon, pentatonic, all black notes. Anyway, getting back to the drop-dead chord, here's the Elton song. My future lies beyond the yellow brick road. Woo! Now, how can I write a song with that one drop-dead chord? I felt the world in a hand in mine. Different note, but the same chord. So I was in the key of F, and I had a B flat minor 7 into A flat. And it worked. Phil Cody wrote a magnificent painted picture of two people caught in the rain, soaked without an umbrella. So let me play a little of it. Strolling along country roads with my baby, it starts to rain, it begins to pour. Without an umbrella, we're soaked to the skin. I feel a shiver run up my spine. I feel the warmth of her hand in mine. Ready for the drop dead? I hear laughter in the rain. You'll notice in a lot of Neil Sedaka songs, I have this kind of thing. Parallel fourths, very oriental. Well, there's laughter, and I think creative people bounce off each other. This is where I get my inspiration. A song called Amarillo was one of the biggest hits of all time in the UK. A guy by the name of Harvey Listberg came to the New York publishers in the late 60s. I was writing for Don Kirshner, publisher, Screen Gems Music, and Harvey Listberg came in and said he had a new singer that sounded like Tom Jones. His name was Tony Christie, and they were looking for songs. And I played Amarillo. He said, I think it's good. I'm going to send it to Tony Christie. Anyway, to make a long story short, Tony Christie recorded it, and in the late 60s, it was a big hit. But then 25 years later, the same record was re-released on a video with the comedian Peter Kay for comic relief. And wowee, it was almost 2 million records, and Tony Christie had a tremendous resurgence. Now here's how I wrote it. There was a song called Hitchin' a Ride, which had this beat. I forget the name of the group, Vanity Fair, I think. I'm hitching a ride. I'm hitching a... Now, I didn't take the melody. No plagiarism here. Just the beat. I love it. And I love, if you're in the key of G, the fifth, the D, the sustaining D, it's like being on the edge of a cliff, emotionally. Wow. Love that sustaining fifth. I also use it in Breaking Up Is Hard to Do. It's that emotional edge of a cliff. So, we tried, is this the way to Pensacola? Is this the way to Pensacola? No. We tried, is this the way to Kansas City? No, done before. Is this the way to Amarillo? Rolled off the tongue. You know, it was a hit in the UK, but I don't think it was even a big hit in Amarillo, Texas. I'm afraid to tell you. But anyway, just a way to Amarillo. Every night I've been hugging my pillow, dreaming dreams of Amarillo. And sweet Marie who waits for me. I play the tune first for Howie, and he marries the tune with his magnificent flowing lyrics that fit perfectly. When the day is dawning, the beats are hitching a ride. How I long to be there, with Marie who's waiting for me there. Every lonely city, nice change, where I hang my hat, ain't as half as pretty as where my baby's at. Here's the sustaining fifth, the D. Is this the way to Amarillo? Every night I've been hugging my pillow, dreaming dreams of Amarillo. The sweet Marie who waits for me. Perfect words and music, perfect marriage. And now we come to a song called The Hungry Years. I wrote this tune, complete tune. I played it for Phil Cody, and he said, not my style. And graciously he said, let Howie hear it, let him write to it. And once again, I was inspired by listening to a great record by the Stylistics called You Made Me Feel Brand New. It was... Now where's the drop dead chord? So if you're in the key of F major, your next section should be in B flat. So you need a C minor 7. Go into the B flat section. Gorgeous record by the Stylistics. So here's my tune. And here's the drop dead chord. The B flat section. So it goes like this. Girl, we made it to the top. We went so high we couldn't stop. We climbed the ladder leading us nowhere. Two of us together, building castles in the air. Into the B flat section, we spun so fast we couldn't tell. Gold ring from a carousel. How could we know the ride would turn out bad? Everything we wanted was everything we had. And Howie wrote about a couple who was struggling for success and money, and finally after all the struggling, they hit the top. And when they did, they discovered that they missed the struggling and they missed those hungry years together of working and striving together. So here it is. We shared our daydreams one by one. Making plans was so much fun. We set our goals and reached the highest star. The things that we were after seem much better from afar. Let's go from G to B flat. Here we stand, just me and you, with everything and nothing too. It wasn't worth the price we had to pay. Here's the killer. What a line. Honey, take me home. Let's go back to yesterday. I miss the hungry years, the once upon a time, lovely long ago. We didn't have a dime. Days of me and you. We lost along the way parallel thoughts, very oriental. How could I be so blind not to see the door closing on the world I now hunger for? Looking through my tears, I miss the hungry years. And Phil Cody was right. Phil is great. He's metaphorical, paints pictures, but this was more of an evergreen standard that Howie could sink his teeth into. And we had some marvelous cover records. I make it look easy, but it takes me several hours to write the tune, to write the feel, to write the piano style, to feel the sentiment of the lyric, and then you can have a very good song on the piano, but when you get into the studio, that's what makes the difference. If the musicians can click in and feel what you're feeling, then you got a hit record. So I was very lucky to have the great Leland Sklar on bass and the great rhythm section of James Taylor. And you know, that's what makes it come alive. So this is a short way of explaining to you what inspires Neil Sedaka. Chords, drop dead, feel, tempo, and a combination of happy and sad. That's, I think, my talent. People say they smile, but they have a sadness about them, almost a Chaplin-esque feeling about the songs. And I'm very, very lucky to have this gift. So I thank you for staying with me for 64 years. Thank you so much. We'll get to the singing tomorrow. Love you.